Welcome to my channel Urmisha. In this Python for Beginners series, on this day 3, we are going to start our coding in Python. So let's begin. So here in the Jupyter notebook, there are few commands which are really important to understand before we jump start into our coding. So the first thing that where we are going to write our code. So in this space where this they call in Jupyter notebook as a cell. So we will write our code in the cell. To run this cell, or you can say to check your command, to run that command, we need to click on this run this cell, or you can run from here as well. And that's how it will going to compile your code and interpret your code. Now, the next point is these are the few important buttons which has, or you can say the links which are really important here. So the first point is to save. It's really important to save your code just in case if something your laptop runs out, then you need to have this saved your whole code. So that is the save thing. But the best point is in this Jupyter notebook you can have your auto save. So it's by default auto save your code, so which is really a good thing. This plus is actually helping you to insert more cells where you can add your code in, because every code you will write in this cell. So you can add those cells as much as you can. The next one is with the scissors sign is for the cut cell to anything. If I want to cut any specific cell, so I will highlight that cell and you can click on that. The next one is to copy the selected cells. I can copy this selected cell and I can place it anywhere. And similarly, there is a paste cells as well. You can paste it. So here is a copy, another one is a paste. So that's how you can do. The next is arrow upward, and the downward arrow is actually for to uh, just for to say select the up cell or down cell you want to select. That's why run, as I have already told you, to run your command. The one another one is to stop, to interpret, interrupt, I would say, not interpret, it's an interrupt, or to pause somewhere your kernel. So for that, the another one is to restart your kernel. Another one is to restart the kernel and to rerun all your code from the first cell itself. So that is how you can do. Here you can also change to a markdown where you can write your comments, or you can give it a heading to your this code, so it is easy for anybody to understand what exactly you want to do and what for this reason you have created your whole book. So let's start our first coding. So, as we have understood so far in any of the programming language, so what is a basic ritual that to start printing or displaying any particular comment, not a comment, any line or any statement or any words in the display. So we will follow that same ritual, and where I see "Hello World" is the most famous that thing, that how you can do so. So I will show you the same thing in Python, how you can run your hello world and have your first code. So in my first code, hashtag, I would say, I would write here print, and within this print command, in the double quotes, write hello world. So any string or any text you should display within this double quotes. And the another important thing is this print. This print command is used to display any text or any variable or anything which you have here. You can display uh, for that purpose, or to echo that same line or the string that you have mentioned here, or any text. For that, this command works. So to run the cell, just click it on this cell, and this is how you can have your first code, that is hello world, how you can print this hello world. So this is how you can print that. So print command is used for the display purpose. So simply I have right here this print any text, but I want to mention everyone that what exactly this is. So for that, let's say I want to comment here. I want to describe this, why I have wrote this, which is really important for any developer, that they need to explain that for what reason you run this code. So let me write here how to have a comment. So to write a comment in this Python, you need to use hash, that is starts with hash, and this is, I will say, display the text. So the purpose was to display the text. Now again run this cell. You will see only hello world is printed, not this, because after the once anything you start with a hash, so anything after that followed up with the hash will be taken as a comment, and this is for one line only. If I write on the next line, let's say hi, and now if I try to run the cell, then this will generate an error. Why so? And it says this is a name error or something where it is not defined. What is hi? So we haven't mentioned this in the comment or does not shown anything in an quotes or something. It simply we just gave it as a hi. So what exactly this hi is? So if you want to mention anything on the next line, then you again have to write here in the comment that okay, this is a comment just to say hi, and now again run the cell, it will run as in normally. So the point is this comment works line by line. And please understand that Python is going to interpret line by line. So anything you done something on the first line and you want to say that it's continued on the second line, then no, you cannot continue by that way. You need to mention that. So understand this whole thing that if you are writing a comment is working here line by line, nothing as in like on a multiple line you can do this comment. But yes, there is an option here that you can do so, but that is not successfully, or let's say overall say it is a comment. But you can write within this single quotes. If you write single quotes in three single quotes, and within this three single quotes, if I say anything, let's say my word, on the next line I would say hi, and now run this cell, then this will going to take as something which is a comment, not a comment. It will consider as a statement, not a comment. I'm sorry. It is not a comment, it's a statement. So if I write something with a double quotes as well and write the same code in between, now run the cell, then also it will consider as in. So it does not matter whether you write with a double quotes or single quotes, and to consider this as a multi-line, and it is considered as a comment. Then I would say those who are explaining and making that in Python you can do in a multi-comment, then this is a wrong way to describe as a multi-comment. But yes, for anything, if I say something I have mentioned in a paragraph, then definitely I would say this is a multi-line comment. Okay. So that is what I would say on this first day. We understood of how to write or print any statement or text here. Simply say hello world to that. And what about the comments, the type of comments, how you can do a single line and a multi-line comments. I hope you like this video. If you really like, then do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And we'll see tomorrow, next day. We will start on going depth to this Python, and